Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are live. It is Sunday, November 1st. It's November 1st. How could that be? Of 2020. I'm Tom Zuba, and I wrote two books. First book I wrote is called Permission to Mourn, A New Way to Do Grief. Second book I wrote is called Becoming Radiant, A New Way to Do Life. They are written in a style that presumes that the grief that folks are living with is rooted in the death of someone that they love. The truth is, and more and more and more of us are becoming aware of it, is that in this age of a national pandemic, an election on Tuesday that will literally change the course of the world one way or the other, and with the unrest in the United States, rooted in so many deaths of Black men and women, what we're realizing is that grief, which I define as the internal, automatic, learned response to the end of a dream, grief is rooted in many, 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 many things. I would suggest that every single human being on the planet is living with grief. And the way that we deal with grief, or not, is the same, regardless of the root, the cause, the event that grief is rooted in. So I'm excited that on November 22nd, my third book is going to come out. My third book is called Original Lie. The person that's most surprised about my third book would be me. I thought my third book would be first, second, third book in this trilogy. That is not what my third book is. My third book is more a response, I believe, to these times that we're living in, and what I have observed working with many, 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 many people, one-on-one and in small groups here in the US and around the world. So this book, Original Lie, is a gift to all of them. So I don't believe in coincidences. If you're here by appointment, because you know every Sunday morning I'm live at 9:30 a.m. Central, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're happening to stumble upon me, maybe some power bigger than us brought us together, either live or via the recording. We're going to spend an hour together. And my hope is that you will find it valuable. My hope is that you will feel like you have more knowledge, more wisdom, more tools to live a more radiant life. So if you would, say good morning, tell us where you're from, and tell us who brought you to this safe, sacred space, who brought you to this circle. Good morning, Rhonda, Charlene, Kathy, Linda Stevens. I made it. Good morning. There's a time change here. Yes, Donna. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. My friend Dal Tearsheet, that is not this person's real name, but I won't give away the secret. Greetings from Rhode Island. My husband Ken brought me here today. My friend Jill from right up the street, in a matter of speaking. Good morning. Christy, good morning from Fargo, North Dakota. Marie, good morning. We'll catch the replay as I'm in worship right now. Well, thank you for interrupting worship to say, hey. Allison, my friend Allison, who is the, I'm going to be politically correct, who's the creator of the sweatshirt. Good morning, Allison. This is the story. I don't know if you remember, but I have the first sweatshirt that was printed. And like me, it's a little off-centered. I got the very first one. Now the visual is actually centered. If you're interested, you can go to tomzuba.com. Hi, Andrea. Nice to have you here. Good morning, Shelley. My son Ryder brings me here, and I am glad. Andrea Ramirez. Good morning from Bremerton, Washington, brought by my son Sebastian. It's really, really important that we say their names, particularly, well, every day. I mean, every day. But to me, what's exciting about these days is yesterday was Halloween, the time when the veil is at its thinnest. Today, according to many Christian beliefs, today is All Saints Day, tomorrow is All Souls Day. In the Mexican culture, this is the Day of the Dead. So energetically, there's a lot of focus placed on our beloveds who have crossed over to the other side. What is that about for me? It has little to do with them. I believe they're always, always, always above us, below us, to the left, to the right, in front, and behind. They are always here. Sometimes it's hard for us to vibrate at a frequency that is high enough. So it's easy for them to connect because of all the energy that's focused on celebrating, really celebrating our beloveds. Drink in the energy, inhale that energy, and invite them. I mean, invite them. Say, I'm ready, I'm willing, I am eager for you to connect with me, for you to communicate with me. Good morning, Carol from Fort Myers, Florida, with her son, Jeff. Shelley, good morning from Saskatchewan. Allison is from New Hampshire, and her brother, Adam, brought her here. Mary, good morning, Tom. I'm here with a bunch. Me too, Mary. We're here with a bunch. Nancy, good morning. My wonderful son, Danny, brought me here. I am happy, happy, happy. Joan, good morning from Virginia Beach. Matt brought me here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad you're here. I open with the singing bowl. It vibrates at a healing level. I believe healing is possible. I believe in order to heal, we got to do something. Time alone will not and does not heal. That's a lie. That's one of many, many lies we've been told. We have to set the intention. We have to create a vision. We have to feel the vision in order to vibrate at a level to bring it in. We have to take concrete, measurable action steps. This is one of them. If this resonates with you, my friends Marian and his wife Gabi do incredible online sound baths. They're hour-long healing sessions. I will post a link. I believe this week it's on Saturday night. It's Saturday night. They vary Thursday one week, Saturday, Thursday, Saturday. This week it's Saturday. You do it from the comfort of your own home. You get to keep the recording for about 48 hours. So you can do it over and over and over again. Gabi has been in the US 5 years from Mexico. So I had Gabi on my Thursday 11 a.m. broadcast on my YouTube channel. And Gabi spent about 15 or 20 minutes talking about her firsthand experience with the Day of the Dead celebration. It truly is a celebration of our beloveds through all of the senses. So I'm embarrassed to admit I didn't know that much about it. She certainly filled in all the blanks. If you're interested, go to YouTube, put in Tom Zuba, subscribe to my channel, and you'll be able to watch Thursday's video. Thursday's recording, I should say. I do that every Thursday, 11 a.m. Central. I'm gonna light a candle. It's another concrete, measurable action step I take with the intention of healing. This one has 3 flames. Aaron, Trish, Rory. I say your names. I thank you for coming to the planet. I thank you for choosing me as your dad and as your husband. I know that you came here for really specific reasons. You came to love and be loved. You came to experience all that the divine has to offer. Go outside, people. It's gorgeous. Gifts of the divine, beautiful, vibrate at a healing level. And you came to be a teacher and a student, a teacher and a student. You came from light, you came from love. When you finished up, you returned. You returned to light and love. It's where I came from, it's actually what I am, and it's where I will return. It's all good. It's all good. Where you are, you ain't got no regrets. You don't hold me responsible for anything. I ain't guilty for your death. I have forgiven you. I want you to forgive me. People on the other side, they died once. They have no memory of it. No memory of it. They're a little curious why we kill them over and over and over and over and over. They don't understand why we don't heal. They don't understand why we don't believe. Believe. We came to this planet to be radiant, not to suffer. They're not suffering. They are with us, with us, with us, with us. Where else would they be? Those are 2 concrete things you can do to heal. Light a candle. If the sound bath resonates, if the singing bowl resonates, Google healing singing bowls. There are many, many, many videos, 15 minutes to 12 hours. So it's November 1st, right? I'm gonna finish at about 10:30. At 11 a.m. Central, Margot and Anna will be live. They're launching a 22-day gratitude program. Grab an accountability partner. It could be your spouse. That would be a novel idea. Your son, your daughter, your mother, your father, your brother, your sister. Grab someone and invite them into the circle and say, hey, what if we focus on gratitude for 22 days as we're leading up to Thanksgiving, as we're leading up to Christmas, as we're leading up to a new year? What if we did that? What if we opened ourselves up to abundance as opposed to lack? It's a gift that we're offering you. Why? We want to heal the planet. I set the intention to transform the way we do grief worldwide. We know that we can't heal the planet. Healing the planet is your responsibility and your responsibility and your responsibility and your responsibility and your responsibility. What we can do is we can create an ever expanding circle. We can welcome you in. We can give you knowledge. We can give you wisdom, and we can give you tools to heal yourself, to heal yourself. So I know that the story that many people that are living with dead people tell themselves, oh, the holidays, they're going to be horrible. Thanksgiving Thanksgiving, December, Christmas, New Year's, another year. It's going to be horrible, horrible. We are so powerful that if that's what you believe you're going to create, I promise you, that's what you're going to create. And the beautiful thing is, there are tons of organizations out there and Facebook pages and people who agree with you that this is the worst time of year for those of us living with dead people. That's one option. Another option is, hey, let's take responsibility for our life. Let's move in community and let's experiment with it. Let's see what we can individually and collectively, consciously co-create. Maybe it doesn't have to be horrible. Maybe we can actually move into gratitude. We can move into abundance. We can be grateful that our daughter came to the planet, that our wife came to the planet, that our son came to the planet. We can be really, really, really grateful. We can bring them in. We can open ourselves up and say, hey, the relationship continues. The relationship continues. So I want to read chapter 8 from Becoming Radiant, chapter 8. It's not personal. It's not personal, even though I know it feels like it is. How do I know that? I suffered for years. I suffered and I suffered and I suffered and I suffered. It's not personal. It is essential that you realize and remember. This is why I'm telling you that the world we have collectively created, the world we live in, is one where very shortly after the one you love dies, you will feel like you have been abandoned by many, many, many people. People you love, people who you thought loved you, people you trusted and people you counted on, people you shared your life with, people who knew and loved your beloved, people who you are certain you would not abandon if the tables are turned. And they were the ones whose beloved had died. It is essential that you realize and remember it's not personal. It has nothing to do with you. This abandonment thing, it's got nothing to do with you. It's what we do. Certainly we do it in the United States, and I'm learning that people do it all over the globe. When people need us most. When people need us the most, we abandon them. We abandon them. This abandonment thing, it's not personal. It has nothing to do with you and everything to do with the other person and the people, the ones that are abandoning you. Simply put, it's about them, not you. It's about them. It's not about you. Do you get it? Do you get it? You did nothing wrong. You said nothing wrong. Someone you love dearly died. Someone you love died. You didn't do anything wrong. You have to make the decision. I'm going to chew my eyes. Drives my mom crazy. You have to make the decision. How important is this person or these people to you? How important is it to you to have them in your life? This life you are creating after the person you love died. Do you want them in? Or are you okay if they are out? If you want them in, you will have to speak up. You will have to become the teacher. You will have to be very, very, very clear and explain from a place of love exactly what you need. Explain what you need, what you want. Explain what would be helpful for them to do. Explain what they could do to help make your life easier. In order to change the way we do grief and care for those who are doing grief worldwide, we have to speak up. We have to speak up when and if we are ready and able. We must begin walking down a new path together. You must lead. We're the ones that have to lead. We have to become the teacher. We must commit to transforming the way we do grief worldwide. If we don't do it, those of us that are in the trenches, who the hell's going to? Who do you think is going to? Nobody. Nobody. This grief stuff is very, very, very hard. It's hard. If you are willing to do the work of healing, instead of doing grief the old way, denying, repressing, pretending, and doing all kinds of things to stay numb, you will discover that healing is possible. It may, however, take longer for you to heal than many of your family members expect, and way, way longer than many of your friends expect or allow. This grief stuff is hard work. In order to heal, we have to have a safe, sacred space. I'm going to say that again. In order to heal, we have to have a safe, sacred space, a space where you get to feel every feeling and every emotion that arises. And if you're not repressing, denying, pretending, or going numb by drinking, by taking Xanax, by eating, by watching Netflix, by sleeping, by shopping, by having sex, by watching pornography, and on and on and on. Is there anything wrong with any of that? There isn't. I don't believe there is. I believe everyone is doing exactly what they need to do to survive. Is that kind of a revolutionary concept? It is. It's a new way to do grief. Does everyone agree with me? They don't. Is that okay? It is. It is. It is. The only thing that matters is, does this resonate with you? If it resonates with you, stick with us. Stick with us. If you are not repressing, denying, pretending, or going numb, the feelings and the emotions that are arising can feel like a volcano erupting, like a tsunami destroying everything. It's like a hurricane, all the time, day and night. In order to heal, all of it has to be allowed. All of it. Nothing is censored. That's number one. In order to heal, we have to feel loved and lovable. I'll say that again. In order to heal, we have to feel loved and lovable, exactly as we are. And when those you thought loved you abandoned you and are running as far away and as quickly as they can, you don't feel that loved or lovable. Hard as it is, please try to remember the problem is not you. It's not personal. It is them, not you. They cannot handle real life because you and me, we're living real life. People die. It's messy. It's not fun. We can't put on a smile. We're living real life, and most people can't handle real life. That's why they drink, take Xanax, have sex, watch porn, eat too much, Netflix, work, sleep, fill in the blank. This grief stuff is about as hard as it gets. So, safe, sacred space. Feel every feeling and every emotion. Feel loved and lovable. And in order to heal, we must be seen, we must be heard, we must be honored exactly as we are. Exactly as we are right now in this moment. We don't need to be fixed. And we sure as hell don't want unsolicited advice. It drives me insane when someone gives me unsolicited advice. And I promise you, I get unsolicited advice every day. I got the emails, I got the texts, and I have the Facebook messages. We don't want unsolicited advice. If you want unsolicited advice, raise your hand. I don't see one person raising their hand. In a safe, sacred space. We don't want to be fixed. We don't want unsolicited advice. You can't read my mind. I can't read your mind. You don't know how I feel unless I tell you how I feel. And I will only tell you how I feel if you ask and if I think it's worth the effort, because how I feel is sacred. Not everyone gets to know how I feel. And not everyone should get to know how you feel either. That's how we take care of ourselves. We are sacred. We share ourselves sparingly with people that we trust, who will hold us the way that we want to be held emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, even physically. This grief stuff is hard. I'm going to say that again. This grief stuff is hard. It's hard. It's hard. That's why most people don't do it. It is way, way, way too hard. For most people, but not for you. If you're still listening, there's a part of you that's like, well, I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I'm going to listen a little bit more. For today, don't give up. Do not give up. Do not give up. Do not give up. You are the only one who knows what it is you need to heal. I don't know what you need to heal. Your husband doesn't know. Your wife doesn't know. Your mom, your dad, your son, your daughter, your aunt, your uncle, your brother, your sister, your best friend, they don't know. The only one that knows is you. And in order to figure out what it is you need to heal, you gotta sit quietly with yourself. You have to be with you. You have to be with you in silence. You have to reconnect with yourself. You have to re-encounter yourself to figure out, what the heck do I really need to heal? What is it? What do you need today to heal? Can you give that to yourself? Will you? Sometimes saying yes to you is actually saying no to somebody else. I'm going to say that again. Sometimes saying yes to you is saying no to someone else. You know what? We're not going to do Thanksgiving that way this year. You know what? We're going to go on a trip for Christmas. You know what? We're going to stay home Christmas Eve, just us. You know what? We're going to stay in bed all day Christmas and eat ice cream out of a Ben & Jerry's container, because that seems like it would be a really, really good way to spend the day. You know what? We're not going to be in the gift exchange this year. I know. We've done it for 30 years. We ain't going to do it this year. I know. That's disappointing, isn't it? We're going to take care of ourselves. Nope, we're not making the green bean casserole. I never liked it. Sorry, I'm not going to make it this year. I'm going to take care of myself. All righty. So sometimes saying yes to you is actually saying no to someone else. And that's okay. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no, particularly to those who have abandoned you or who have run away from you. They did the best they could. They did. But for you, it wasn't good enough. It wasn't what you needed. So you can say no with love for now. Doesn't necessarily have to be permanent for now. As we move into the holiday season, take care of you. Take care of you. Take good care of you. One way to do that. I've got a holiday program. I haven't done it for, I don't know, 2 or 3 years, maybe longer. It's a 22-day program. This is different from any other program that I do, and there's actually a booklet. You get a PDF file. So every single day, there's a page that we're going to focus on that gives you a direction to move in. It's 22 days. I believe it ends January 2nd. That's the day my daughter Erin was born. So count 22 days back. If you go to tomzuba.com, the registration page is open. So do you have, sweet. Linda said, good morning from Arkansas. I stumbled across you on Facebook. I don't believe in stumbling. I believe someone that you love brought you here. Allie, greetings from South Africa. Very, very, very cool. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you have a question or if you have something you want me to comment on, some information you want to pull out of me, post it in a comment. Carol said, happy heavenly birthday, Dad. Cool day to be born on, November 1st. Linda, I'm sure my precious grandson, I'm not going to pronounce his name right. I apologize. Andres led me to you. Yes, I believe that too. Lori, I'll read this. Good morning, Tom from Ohio. Love your books. Thank you. Not everybody does. Thank you. I appreciate it. Always trying to connect with my son, Nate. Oh, sweet. Gina said, I have finished your book, Permission to Mourn. Can't wait to get Radiant. It's actually called Becoming Radiant. I've told everyone to follow you and buy the book. Thank you, Gina. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm glad that my message resonates. I am. My friend Keith. Good morning, Tom. Keith from Olympia, Washington. Lisa, Kelly, Nancy, and Delone brought me here this morning. I'm glad there's a crowd. There's a crowd surrounding you and surrounding me. Dawn is here. Good morning. Here with my rockin' kid, Dylan. Yeah, Donna got to do it live with us. She said the sound bath with Marian and Gabi is amazing and healing. It really, really is. We did it live at my retreat, which was in the middle of October, and the online experience is very, very powerful. Sharon, knowledge, wisdom, tools. Yes, that's what we have to offer. Knowledge, hard-earned knowledge, hard-earned wisdom, hard-earned tools. For those of you that don't know, I'm living with the death of 2 kids and a wife. Let that sink in. I got 2 dead kids, 1 dead wife. I didn't kill myself. I'm here. I'm here. I have something to say. I have something to say. Hey, Suzanne. Nice to see you. I was thinking about you the other day. I hope you're doing well. Kim, this is exactly what I needed to hear this morning. trying to find the right time to let them know what I need and what I'm feeling. Be really, really, really careful. Make sure you take really great care of yourselves, because some people might just slam the door in your face. Not personal. It's not personal. But you are precious and you may be vulnerable. So be very careful about we have to be really careful about who we reveal ourselves to. Sharon, yes, if we didn't know, then how will they know? Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, the subtitle of my first book is A New Way to Do Grief. Subtitle of the second book is A New Way to Do Life. It's new. It's new. The only way the others are going to know is if and when we're able to become the teachers. The idea that grief is not the enemy, grief is actually the greatest teacher. Grief is not the enemy. That's a new idea. Mary said, people try to make it my fault even when I spoke my feelings. Tried to tell a few what we needed, but don't get it. So very hard and feel so abandoned, can't pretend. This is what's important to realize. That has nothing to do with you. It's almost universal. It's what we do. That's how we treat people when they need us the most. People run away from us. People pretend they don't see us. People don't call us. They don't text us. When we're in their presence, they don't really speak to us about anything other than the weather. Well, at least we know who they are. Spend a little time with them and open to other people that may come into your life. New people, new people, new people. Sharon, very hard work creating your space. Yes, it is hard work, particularly if you're alone. That's why with Anna and Margot's program that they're launching today, we have accountability partners. I always felt like when there was one other person sitting on the bench with me, the seemingly unbearable became bearable. I don't believe grief was meant to do alone. I just don't. I believe we were meant to do it in community. Hey, Ray Davis, good morning to you. Mary, at least she's honest. Unsolicited advice ticks me off too. I think it ticks all of us off, especially, when someone's telling us, they don't have a dead kid, they don't have a dead spouse, they don't have a dead sibling, they don't have a dead parent. And somehow they know what's best for us. I always get a kick out of that. Shirley said, ticks me off too. People are going to kick out of my green bean casserole comment. Honestly, never cared for it. Sorry. Heather, my Hallie brought me here every week. I'm glad. It sounds like the message is speaking to a lot of people, and I would suggest that, oh, I'm glad, Linda, thanks. I pronounced the name correctly. I would suggest that your beloveds had a hand in somehow, some way. I don't understand really how it works, but in saying, hey, Tom, this is what the people need to hear. This is what they need to hear. So read this chapter. Mary, did you ever try to tell someone how you felt about their actions and yet they feel they did nothing wrong and you are the one felt left out? Hard accepting truth with them. Of course, absolutely. It's never anyone's fault. I don't understand. I'm not looking at the right way. What I'm feeling isn't correct. What I'm thinking isn't correct. The problem is me. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Yeah. When that happens, Pay attention because they're telling you exactly who they are. I'm entitled to my feelings. I'm entitled to my experience. I don't need you or anyone else telling me I'm wrong or I'm mistaken or I misinterpreted it. No, I am telling you how I feel. I am telling you what I want. I am telling you what I need. How does love respond? Love goes, oh, good to know. Yes, I can be there for you. I can offer that for you. Or, no, I hear you. I understand what you're saying. I can't do it right now. I can't do it right now. Love does not say, you got that wrong. You're seeing it wrong. You didn't hear me right. That's not what love is. Not what love is. Emma said, I really, really like becoming radiant. Thank you. I am glad. Tanya said, good morning, y'all. Keep being beautiful you. Take care of you. Yes, yes, yes. Another person from South Africa. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. That's interesting. That's interesting, Dawn. What is that saying to us? Mars said, saying yes might mean saying no to someone else. Yes, yes, yes. Debbie said, thank you, Tom. I love everything you touch upon. Thank you. I appreciate hearing that. Wilma, my 31-year-old son died on Christmas Eve. It was traumatic as I found him dead in his home. It wasn't suicide. It will be 7 years this Christmas. For the first time, I want to do what I want this year. Yay! I have found that each year since my son died, people just did what they wanted regardless of me. Of course they did. I always put them first. Yes, most women do. I will have to figure out what I really want to do this year because of COVID. Christmas will be different for all of us. Yay! Thank you, COVID. As a result of COVID, I'm going to decide what I want to do. Yay, yay, yay. Tammy said, yes, I realize I have to be my best friend. Yes, and that's okay. Not only is it okay, it's essential. Jeannie said, I'm creating new holiday traditions with intention. Yes, self-empowerment. Yes. Thank you for your words and for sitting on the bench with us. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. We get to, as far as Christmas and Thanksgiving goes, this is the issue. Do I do everything the same? Do I keep some of the traditions and add new ones? Do I throw out the old, bring in the new? Do I do nothing? Do I hop in a car and drive north or south or west or east? You get to decide. Peggy, good morning from Florida. Today is the first anniversary of my sweet Ashley's death. Walking through the fire. Peggy, we walk with you. We send you love and we send you strength and we send you peace. We walk through the fire with you. Take one step, take another step, take one step, take another step. Rest when you have to, rest when you have to. Linda said, good reason to do Thanksgiving differently. It's true because of COVID. Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to review. Margot and Anna will be here at 11 a.m. Central. They're going to be starting a 22-day gratitude program. Find an accountability partner to make it as powerful an experience as you possibly can. Thursdays at 11 a.m. I'm live on YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel, Tom Zuba, and subscribe. I just sent out a newsletter today. If you didn't get it, go to my website, which is tomzuba.com, and subscribe to my newsletter. Today, tomorrow, All Saints Day, All Souls Day. In the Mexican tradition, they are the Day of the Dead. Today is devoted to children. Tomorrow is devoted to adults. In celebrating the Day of the Dead, it's about our feelings. It's about our senses. So what Gabi suggested is make your beloved's favorite food today. Light a candle like I did. In their honor, in their memory, to welcome them in. Play their favorite music. If it was a child who passed away, if it's a child who died, if it's a child who left his or her physical body, you have their toys, bring their toys out. If you have clothes, if you have items of theirs, bring them out today and tomorrow. Touch them, smell them, feel them, sit in a chair. This is contrary to what anyone would think is okay. Your therapist might think you're absolutely nuts. No. The relationship continues, and we can use all of our senses to bring them in, Listen to their favorite music. Tell stories. If you have no one to talk to, write a story about your beloved. Post it on Facebook. Post a couple of pictures. It'll drive your friends and family cuckoo. Say, hey, I'm celebrating the Day of the Dead. Here's pictures of Brian. I remember when Brian did this. You got any memories of him? You got any pictures you want to share? What do we got to lose? People are going to say you're nuts. Not about them. It's not about them. I mean, it's not about you. It's not about you. It's about them. It's about them. It's about them. Okay? Thanks for being with me this morning. Take really, really good care of yourselves. Do I believe healing is possible? I do. Begins with setting the intention, holding a vision, feeling that vision, and taking concrete action steps. If this message resonates with you, if there's value in this, share it. Please share it. Please share it. Please share it. That's how the other people are going to know. Okay? Take really, really good care of yourselves. I will see you Thursday at 11 a.m. on my YouTube channel. Take care.